Hi everybody, this is Christelle, Vintage Christelle at YouTube and Christelle at Etsy.com, also Christelle at yourpaperpantry.ning.com. And today I want to show you, if I can stop dropping things, a swap and a vintage haul and some new things I have and some things that I'm going to put in my Etsy shop. Now at Your Paper Pantry, which is a social group for scrappers, crafters, altered artists, scrapbookers, card makers, tag makers, and everything, we have swaps every month, and we swap things like tags, mini books, travel logs, aprons, items that you sew, items that you can just put together with glue if you can't sew. And so I had a swap with Amy, and the swap this time it's for the cup of sugar swap, which is just a one-on-one swap where you get a partner and then you get them a bag full of elements that they can use. And this time it was trims. Did I already say that? Trims and ribbons. And so Amy sent me this bag full of ribbons, and I do not think that I have even one of them already, so that's really great. There's bookbinders, twill, polka dots, flowers. I don't recall that I have that at all. There's lace and eyelash yarns. Some different kind of lace that's really pretty. That will make really pretty bottom of a tag. I love that. Got robin's egg blue. There is there's some of this that looks like it would let me get the camera better position. Go well with my oh, yeah. Ooh, I had a piece of this in the purples, and I think that's May Arts, but I had it in the purples and green tones, but I didn't have this. And I have fibers that I put in that I sell in my Etsy shop, scrapbooking fibers, and this one's called Fiesta, so I put it in the vintage sherbet cups. I got two there's some with buttons too. They were $1 each at the thrift store this week. But anyway, I'm looking at it and thinking that will go. This is the baker's twine. That'll go. And these others look really pretty with that. So thank you, Amy. That's very generous and very pretty. And ooh, I would have a good time making something Fiesta looking with that. And there's plenty of other stuff to make. So what I also wanted to show you was some things that I had bought for the shop that I'm going to put in my shop. I'm going to put it in with the vintage books. It's a vintage cookbook by F. Meredith Deitz and August Deitz Jr. August. The Gay 90s Cookbook. It was a school book and it says discard, which makes me sad. But I'll put, I have scrapbooking stuff that I've saved, ephemera, and I'll put a vintage library card in there. But this has a history of the 1890s, little bits about fashion, and has some really cool pictures in it. And some really neat recipes. Not like things that we would think of right now. Albany cake. I don't know anything about that. Sponge cakes are always in there in the older cookbooks. And I'm losing my daylight, so I want to hurry up. I tried to make the video before, but I'm like in a sort of a rush today. I went to my art class and forgot that they weren't having it because the painter that teaches was, her husband had surgery, and then I went to the scrapbook store, the thrift store, the movies, and then I came home and did some gardening with my husband, so excuse my hands. Anyway, this is pickled cherries and Lord Higdon's pickles, which sounds yummy. Mango pickles, spiced cantaloupe pickles, and I thought this one thing was funny back here. French words in cookery. Embarrassing to many hostesses who have not had the benefit of a finishing school is the use of French terms. Therefore, it's recommended that these be memorized. À la fourchette, with a fork. A substantial luncheon, usually not seated formally. Anyway, I hope I said that right. It just has some really cool stuff in it, and I'll be putting it in the shop. It's in vintage shape, and there's pictures and several pages of it. Christmas delicacies. There was one about hints on parties and balls. A breakfast party, the language of flowers. So that'll be fun to someone, I'm sure. This vintage fabric has, it's novelty fabric. It's a heavier woven cotton, like you could make a decorator pillow or a smaller curtain, like for, there's 1 yard of it, maybe for like, I always tell people in the vintage trailers or caravans as they call them in the UK. Those look really cute. I have several real vintage flour sacks, and I'm gonna be, let me stand up so you can see. I thought this one was cool because it's called Zip Flour. It has a zeppelin on it. And I have 2 of these, and then I have 2 of 3 other types. It has an Indian chief's head, and fancy baker's patent. So I'll be putting that in there. This has a kind of a spring green and a chartreuse green flower. This fabric has not been used, but I wouldn't, you know, it would be, I'd say, oh, that'd be a pretty spring dress, but as you can see the underlying from the other side. While I have it folded, you can see the underlying flowers. So I think from the feel of it, it would be really good for making pillowcases. And I also make crochet trim, but there's a girl on Etsy, and I'll try to write her name in on the video, that makes crocheted pillowcases. So I think this would be really cute done up like that. There's 2 yards of that. This one has 5 yards, and it's 36 inches wide, so it's like from the 1950s. And it's showing up as blues here, but if I get it over by the window, I don't know if you could tell. It's lavender, really, and like a lilac and a lavender, so it has flowers, and then it has birds. It's an Asian print, and that also feels like it would make good pillowcases, but there is 5 yards of it. So so I'm going to take you, not make you dizzy, and go across my messy room and not show you like what's all over the floor from my travels. Here I have a top that is, it's made from vintage bark cloth, and I bought it new, and it's by this designer, but it's size 4, so it's a little small for me, a little bit. And I said vintage bark cloth. It's lined, and I think it's summer style. I tried to give this top away, but the girl refused to take it because she didn't want to take advantage of me, but I was trying to give it away. Anyway, it is smocked in the front, so if you were like a real itty-bitty pregnant girl, you could wear it, you know, for a while, because it's, you know, it's like would really be short for a mini dress, but it's like a tunic length. Okay, so anyway, that's going to be in the shop. I'll show you here. Look what I found. Writings and Drawings by Bob Dylan. Vintage book. I found that a while ago. So back across the room, and let's see, what else do I want to tell you? I'm gonna have those things in the Etsy shop. I'm gonna have some new stuff, like newish stuff, like this Ink Essentials book, some different scrapbooking and stamping books, and back across I have several stamping and craft books that I'm putting in the shop, like, or are in the shop, like this one, Visual Chronicles. Ooh, want to bet how long it takes me to get back up? So, you know, it's a book about altered art, and I have lots of things like that in. On a hot August night, we drove back from Vegas. That's really cool. So I have lots of stuff like that, and I wish you'd visit the shop. But also, I'm coming up on having, it shows you how to use alcohol inks, and I want to learn more how to do that. I'm coming up on having 500 subscribers on my YouTube channel, Vintage Christelle, and I'm thinking that I would like to do a giveaway when I hit 500, and I don't know what you think about that. I don't know. Give me some feedback and tell me what you think about what people have been doing lately about making a video for just to say that I'm having a giveaway after I hit so many subscribers. I'm going to be giving away, I have, if you see in my shop, I have several different fiber bundles. I wonder if you could see that if I turn the light, if you could see that better or prettier, that it's sparkly. I don't know. I don't think the camera does it justice because it's so bright and pretty. But anyway, I'll give away all of my fiber lots to one person, and another person I will give away all of my digital collage sheets that I have so far. And so just let me know if you think that would be a nice giveaway, and give me some feedback, and tell your friends that I have this channel, and